What's up, Scooty Squad? Razor and Suedeash here, back with a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire CoroCoro leaks discussion.
That's right, so today, the 7th of June 2014, it is a bit early for CoroCoro leaks to come out. The only time I remember leaks coming out this early was back during the black and white days, so some people are still torn as to whether to believe these are real or fake or not, but since they're Zero by confirmed, they are definitely real. That is right, every single drop of these images is real. And since there's so many images and so much to talk about in all of these images, they are pretty substantial, so I think it's best that we get into this right away.
Exactly. So, first off, the character models.
Man.
Yeah, look at this.
We got the official Sugimori art too, and we also got a few screen caps of the actual game.
Yes, I mean, looking at these photos, like, Brendan and May.
Can I just say something about Brendan? This is going to destroy so many memes. But, Brendan's hat is a hat, it's not his hair.
It's not his hair!
It's not his hair, it's a hat.
They actually worked that
Finally!
Because everybody...
It's finally canon.
During the third gen, everybody thought, okay, his hat is his hair. You know, because it's white and they don't show any bit of sideburns, basically.
Dude, I believe the reason for people thinking that was his hat was actually because in the Pokemon Special manga, in the Ruby and Sapphire tie-in to, the games, the character, the guy, Ruby, who was basically just Brendan, he wore a hat, which was basically just his in-game hat, or hair, I guess. Quote-unquote. So everyone, in that manga, it was confirmed that it was just a hat, so people thought that, hey, maybe that's actually the case in the games, too.
Right, and looking at it, he does have sideburns. Like, you could see his sideburns. So
Nintendo's actually taken a few cues from the manga, which is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, and look, you can definitely see differences from the Omega Ruby model, and then the Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, or I say Emerald, but Ruby Sapphire model. And, everything has changed.
Everything. Even May.
Like, okay.
Brendan's had the biggest change, though. Like, he's a bit tan now, which actually makes more sense. Like, he's wearing shorts now and he's tan. And it makes sense because judging by these screenshots and just in general, general knowledge, Hoenn is a pretty tropical region.
It is.
So it makes sense for him to be a bit tan and, wear shorts.
Yeah.
Like, he looks set for an adventure. Like, he's got climbing shoes, he's got shorts, and he's got a bandana, too. So he looks ready to just go out into the wilderness and catch a few Pokemon.
And same for May. Like, look at the differences with May's model.
You know, one thing that kind of makes me sad is the fact that, they got rid of her skirt, I don't really care for that, but her bandana is gone, and I actually thought her bandana was pretty cool. But other than that, her hair's exactly the same, but I like the little ribbon thing on the top of it, it's kinda cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But as you guys can see, I don't think character customization will be making a return in this game, since Finn and May are back. It would make more sense.
And I'm not being racist here or anything, but the fact that Brendan's already a bit, brown, or a bit coloured, that kind of makes me think they won't add customization, because by default they're generally white, and, at the start of the game, they present you with the option to, select your skin colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But can I just say one thing?
Go for it.
Yeah. So, as with modern Sugimori art, because his old characters used to have, their thighs used to be a bit, thicker and stuff, and they used to look a bit wider and stuff. Well, these new arts, they've kind of made the characters look a bit anorexic. I don't know, I'm just being a bit picky. And, Brendan's character art looks a little bit like a teensy tiny bit cross-eyed, but it's still pretty cool.
It's still pretty cool. And also, speaking of the character models, the Mach and Acro bikes are making a return.
Oh, that is right. That is right.
They mention it, and then they also have pictures of it. Somewhere.
Yeah, they even have pictures somewhere where they have all the Mega Pokemon.
Right. Okay. There it is.
Just underneath.
Yeah, and I'm excited for this because I loved switching between Mach and Acro bikes just randomly and just having a blast with it. Now that they're back, I'd love to see how it's like in 3D.
Dude, this isn't to do with the Mac bike and stuff. I just got a brilliant idea. So, do you know how they had boutiques in X and Y?
Yeah.
And they got rid of the marts in Generation 5 and put them in the Pokemon Centers? Which means that all the marts in Generation 3, they have to be replaced by some buildings, right? So yeah. I think they're going to be replaced with boutiques. And I think that Brendan and May's original outfits from, like, Ruby and Sapphire are going to be buyable things. Because you went on about how you might not get customization, but you might actually be able to get their classic costumes. And that would be such a nice touch on Nintendo's part.
That would be.
So, now that we've kind of gone over the character arts completely, the models look great. And oh my god, I just realized at the start of the battle, you know how pre-Generation 6, you always used to be able to see the back of the trainer when they threw out their Pokeball and then went to the side?
Right!
Well, that's coming back. That's back.
Let's see,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the picture I see the picture right here. Like,
I'm liking all these 3D models.
Like, these are amazing.
They are.
I'm like, I love
If I had to rate these out of 10, I would give them nice out of 10.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Definitely, without a doubt. So, now that we've discussed the characters, I think it's time we discussed this art here, this pretty interesting art, which is kind of similar to the X and Y art we got of Mega Lucario and Mewtwo battling, of Mega, quote-unquote, Mega Kyogre and Groudon battling. Now, as Razor will tell you here, they aren't exactly Megas.
They really aren't. Reading here, I quote, Groudon and Kyogre's new, air quote, Mega evolutions are known as Primal, Prehistoric, Primeval Groudon, and Primal, Prehistoric, Primeval Kyogre are said to be a progression called Ancient Devolution. Which devolution kind of makes me think they're de-evolving.
Like primal forms, like, I know, well yeah, exactly, but I think these are their original forms. Like how people go on, like how Arceus was originally like 1,000-armed dragon or something. So that's Arceus' original form. I think that Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon are the original forms of Groudon and Kyogre. Kind of like their awakened forms, kind of like Xerneas.
I'm speculating like you can activate these forms by giving them the orbs.
Red orbs and the blue orb, yeah. We were talking about this earlier, yeah. Because it makes sense. It makes great sense.
And it just, I don't know what to think about this, because I was thinking, could it be their Mega Evolutions?
Yeah. Everyone thought they would be Megas at first. I mean, I remember me, you, and Scooty talking a while back, and you said that they might not be Megas. They might just be awakened forms like Xerneas. I remember you saying that. So, yeah.
Like,
don't know how to conclude that statement.
Not much has changed. They've grown bigger. They've got a bit more art.
They got a few glowy parts on. They're just a bit more glowy. Groudon has become huge. Groudon is huge now, by comparison.
Like a bigger version of Godzilla.
Yeah, but Kyogre... Kyogre, there isn't much difference. Just a few extra lines and stuff. But I'm thinking, I think anyone's gonna assume this, but they are going to create a new ladder just for these Pokemon. They won't even be Ubers, they'll be Ubers.
They're gonna be above Ubers.
They are going to be, absolutely. I'm just thinking, what are they gonna do with Kyogre's ability then, if they're gonna replace Drizzle, obviously? Do you think they're gonna give him ability that, I don't know, lets him have permanent rain, kind of like in Gen 5? So weather teams would be able to come back? Do you not think that would be a good idea?
I mean, well, it really depends. Because, I mean,
I miss weather teams so much. I had so much fun in Generation 5.
Yeah. I mean, if they were putting weather teams like that, that'd just be the end of the game, because I don't think anybody would enjoy battling that team. If you put these forms of Groudon and Kyogre, no one would battle that.
Nah. I'm definitely buying Alpha Sapphire, though, because Kyogre is the Kyogre Lord. And I have to get this guy. So, for all the dirty-minded people out there, I'm gonna say one last thing. I guess Groudon attacks with cum now, as shown in this art. There you go. That's some stuff for the immature people among you.
Okay, guys, so after the discussion about Groudon and Kyogre, let's get into the new Mega Evolutions. That is right. Mega Evolutions in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Boy. So, first thing to note, we are getting a Gen 6 Mega in Gen 6. Nobody expected that, but it's happening.
Oh my goodness, it's also, in this Mega is known as Mega Deontay.
Mega Deontay, that is right. Can I just say, if anyone gets this reference, I have to say that Mega Deontay looks exactly like Goddess Madoka. Like, she's got the ribbons and everything. Like, do you know who that is, Razor?
No, I do not. Explain it to me real quick.
Well, I can't really explain it, but I guess you can just Google it. I'll send you a message or a Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it bears an uncanny resemblance, but that is not important, because we have gotten 2 new starter Megas.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start off with Mega Swampert.
Oh boy. So, Mega Swampert. I'm getting, like, a lot of my friends hate him for some reason. I think he looks so cool. Like, his fins are bigger now. And he's bulky as hell.
His cheek spikes have sprouted.
Yeah. I have to say, he probably missed leg day. He probably missed leg day, though. He's a bit disproportionate. Like, his arms are huge. He's got biceps on top of his biceps.
He looks like a freaking Colossus now. With his arms.
He does look like a Colossus.
He looks like a bulky thread. With the ability Swift Swim, which kind of doesn't make sense, because if you look...
It's so stupid. He looks so slow. Why would you give him Swift Swim?
Like, why? Well, we could have gave him Tap Zipper.
Yeah, give him something useful. Don't give him something like that. Like, something as bulky as that. I'm looking forward to using him as a sweeper. But I think Swift Swim is such a stupid move.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Well...
Okay. Swampert, he retains the water and ground typing with the ability Swift Swim. But what is really just catching my eye is, again, the bulk.
The bulk. Look at him. You do not need base stats to know that he is going to be bulky.
Yes, I mean, because we have gameplay pictures, like, well, you can see pictures on the sides right here. You can see how he's ready to punch something. Like, doesn't it?
Yeah, he is.
He's ready.
He looks so cool. He's like the Hulk. He's pretty much just like a blue version of the Hulk.
He looks like a new version of Colossus from X-Men.
Oh, well, kind of. I don't know. I don't really see the resemblance. I mean, they should have made him Water Steel type. Dude, going off of your Colossus reference, they should have made him. They should have given him a little Russian mustache, and they should have made him a Water Steel type.
Oh god, that would have been awesome.
But I'm definitely calling my Swampert Peter Rasputin.
Oh
Colossus, you have given me that idea.
That's
Should have
awesome.
done that.
I'm taking that. Okay.
Give him the little Russian mustache. Someone seriously needs to draw that in.
Like we're just gonna draw that on his face. Just,
Give him like tattoos and everything, and make him look like a strong-armed like sailor or something.
That's funny. And then moving on from Mega Swampert, we have my favorite starter, technically my favorite starter of all time, Mega Sceptile.
I love Treecko so much. I always love Treecko's line completely.
And I'm like fangirling all over the place right now, like, oh, Mega Sceptile, okay.
So, I have to say, I'm kinda sad because the seeds on his back haven't sprouted, but I can kind of understand since they're not really meant to sprout into plants, they're meant to be used as bombs, as grenades.
Yes.
And also the old bush on his tail is now like pretty much just a pine tree.
It looks like something
he has a Christmas tree.
He can stab somebody with that tail.
Dude, he has a Christmas tree on his tail. And he has Christmas lights on his back.
Like, we're just gonna put little ornaments on. We're gonna take his seeds and put on his tail. Like,
it's beautiful. So, I just realized, since Sceptile's so fast, I kinda start thinking about Trick Room. And I have to say, I'm going back a bit, but when we were talking about Mega Swampert, I am imagining that since he's gonna probably be really slow, he might actually get like a massive boost with Trick Room. I'm expecting him to be a complete monster.
Right. Like, okay, if he is as slow as we think he is, he might be a Trick Room sweeper.
Yeah, he might be. But
what?
I guess that's... Okay, dude, what are you saying?
No, keep going.
Oh, well, yeah, are you sure you don't want to say anything?
Well, the Trick Room sweeper, okay, I'm sorry, I'm repeating. Trick Room sweeper. Like, if you just add a whole bunch of bulky Pokemon with Swampert, put him in a Trick Room, he can just be a killer. If you think of it. Because he won't be able to die, taking hits, and my mind's going a million miles an hour.
It is fine, man. There is too much to process here.
Exactly. So, back to Sceptile.
Back to Sceptile. So, I have to say, his ability is so stupid.
Okay.
Of all the abilities they could have given him, Lightning Rod.
They gave him Lightning Rod,
He has a 4 times resistance to electric type anyway, because he's grass type and dragon type. And the only foreseeable benefit the only foreseeable, benefit I can see from Lightning Rod is that he can't get paralyzed. And the fact that he'll keep getting special attack boosts, which will potentially move him from RU/NU to UU. Which is cool, I guess. But he is so fast. That, coupled with being moved up a tier, I'm imagining that Sceptile might possibly be a bigger threat in Gen 6 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger threat, okay.
A bigger threat.
They got Mega Sceptile, they've got Mega Blaziken, and they've got Mega Swampert. Out of these three, I think Mega Blaziken still has the advantage over him.
Speed boost completely. Blaziken will always be an Ubers. Mega Blaziken.
Always.
Always. Speed boost, high jump kick.
He's even been banned. Mega Blaziken.
Yeah, he got banned really early on. Even before the Smogon tiers were established for Gen 6, he was already banned. That's how bad it was.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Also, one thing I'm noticing, Sceptile being Grass and Dragon.
It's so... I always wanted him to be part Dragon type. It's beautiful. But you know what I'm noticing? All these Dragon-type Megas, like Mega Ampharos and Mega Sceptile, why is it that they all get Christmas lights? You know what I'm saying? Because Mega Ampharos has, the red orbs in its, mullet.
Yeah.
And Sceptile has Christmas lights on his back. So I'm thinking they're going with a theme here for the Dragon types.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's not even Christmas.
It's not even Christmas. Christmas has come early.
Okay.
All the Hoenn and Megas are so cool. Mawile, Banette, Manectric, I actually love. Sceptile, Blaziken, Swampert, they're all so good.
And
it's
Mega
unreal.
Deontay.
Yeah, but Mega Deontay's sent Generation 6.
Yeah. Also, speaking of the Megas, guys, instead of the Mega Ring, it's being replaced with what's called the Mega Bangle.
Ooh, that is right.
Which is... What? Mega Bangle?
It doesn't make any sense, but I can see that tying this into X and Y story. What with the, the whole, the whole Megastones, backstory.
Yeah,
and what I'm thinking is that, based on the Sugimori art, the bracelets look a bit too big for their arms, because they're so anorexic. It's like they don't even fit. But, Steven's design stays fairly the same, actually. But, I think it's a classic case of its old design was pretty good anyway, so let's just give him some more jewelry.
Right, okay. So this is what they have to say about Steven Stone. It says, and I quote, Steven Stone returns and also appears to have a Mega Charizard X. Now I'm gonna stop right there.
Why?
Mega Charizard X.
Why? Why don't you just Mega Evolve one of his already existing Pokemon? It's Aggron. At least it's still say with the same theme. But yeah, they're getting rid of his Metagross, which is a Steel type. It fits into his theme with a completely unrelated Pokemon. It's so stupid.
It makes no sense because Charizard's not even Steel type.
If anything, it's worse for his team because he's got a part Dragon type on his Steel team.
It
And Dragon and Steel don't really mix. And neither does Fire and Steel. But, yeah, but, oh man, I think his story's a nice progression of his Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald theme, though. You know what, with him being a stone fanatic and collecting stones. Like, now he's collecting Mega Stones, which is a nice progression.
I'd like to see what they do with Steven Stone throughout Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
I'm thinking he's kind of going to be like Ucene in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, they brought him in from Crystal, and he was just kind of there throughout the whole story, just doing crap. Yeah,
he was after Suicune, mostly.
Yeah, do you know what worries me, though? Like, Steven Stone, he's got a Mega Pokemon, but where's his Mega Ring?
Like, where's his Mega Bangle? Like,
where's his Mega Bangle? Sorry, I got mixed up there.
Yeah, where is his Mega Bangle? How can we tell what the Mega Bangle is if they didn't technically explain it?
I don't know, you tell me, man.
Like, they don't even show it up in the picture.
Yeah. What if the rings he's got on his fingers, like, he's got 2 rings, what if both of them are Mega Rings, so he can Mega Evolve 2 Pokemon at once? And when you battle him as the champion, he uses 2 Megas.
Oh god, like a double battle? Holy crap!
What if it was him and Wallace double battling you?
I really doubt Wallace is going to make a return in this game. Cause
no.
He
might just be the 8th gym leader again.
Wallace is Pokemon Emerald exclusive.
Yeah.
And as far as we know...
wasn't he a gym leader before?
Yeah. As far as we know, we don't even know if they're going to remake Emerald.
I don't know, they might add some parts from Emerald into it.
Who knows? But okay, reading the rest of it... Okay, where is it?
So, what else have you got to say about this, man?
Okay, so,
I like the overworld. The overworld looks significantly better from X and Y. Like, it looks so much more detailed and bright.
Like,
it looks great.
Pictures all over the place. The sprites look good.
They've added new battle boxes for battles, but the battle scenes still look pretty much the same.
The battle scenes look the same, but
they changed the battle boxes.
It looks fantastic. Because we know of the overworld of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Now what we're looking at is Pokemon X and Y graphics.
Yes. Do you know what? I just saw an epic throwback to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. When Steven's talking to the player in one of the screenshots from the game, the text box he uses is a throwback to the one used in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So it looks like those, except with the little arrow to denote who's talking. But they're using the classic text bubbles, and oh man, just the little things.
The little minor details.
Yes,
minor
exactly.
Details.
So finally, we've got to talk about Team Aqua and Team Magma. Now, what I think is that with every generation since Generation 3, they've been making the villains look more and more goofy and unrealistic.
Oh my goodness, Maxie, Team Magma's Maxie.
Oh man. He looks like a complete...
skinny as heck!
He does. He just looks like a massive...
Okay.
Wait. I just realized something. Like, you know Maxie and his underlings, they all look pretty pale? And like little, like... They look like nerds, I'll just say that right.
They look like they're starving themselves to death.
And Aqua, on the other hand, they're all dark. Like, they've all been given skin color changes. They're all dark and they're all showy as hell. Like, they're all doing poses. It just makes me think. It's like, they should... Sorry, man?
Looks like he's been working out.
He looks like he's been working out, and he's got a skin color change.
Yeah.
Or he's just really, really tan now. Which doesn't make sense, because if Magma's the sun-loving team, shouldn't they be tan? And shouldn't Aqua be the ones who are all pale and starved?
That is true.
Yeah, but seriously, I think it's not Team Aqua versus Team Magma anymore. It's not versus, sorry. It's Team Introvert, which is Team Magma, versus Team Extrovert, which is Team Aqua. Because Aqua's so showy. Aqua's so showy, and Magma's just so, like, pale and weak and anorexic.
Oh, wow, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Let's see. So of course we've already talked about this. Both the Mach and Acrobike make a return in this game, and now I quote: Team Aqua and Team Magma both return as well. Team Magma is led once again by Maxie and his admins Tabitha and Courtney. Team Aqua is led by Archie and his admins Matt and Shelly, all of whom have been redesigned.
Yes, that is right.
And
Tabitha
then,
looks a bit fatter for some reason now, I don't know.
yeah, and then reading more, like the originals, the team you face varies depending upon the game you choose.
Ooh, but I just realized when you were talking about the Mac bike and the bikes, basically, I think they might just pull something from Soul Silver, as in taking something from the third game of the original games, like Crystal, in this case Emerald, and I think they might get the Sky Tower from Emerald into Omega Ruby now for Sapphire. Because they got the Mac bike and all that, yeah.
Yeah. See, okay.
Ooh.
My god. Sorry, I just
Dude, it's fine. Take your time.
Like, Team Magma. I'm just staring at Maxie real quick. He looks
just Maxie.
so... Oh my god.
Maxie is so creepy.
He looks so skinny.
It's like the nerds versus the jocks, basically. It's like the nerds versus the jocks. Right. Yeah.
So let's see. We've covered the character models. We've covered Steven Stone, Groudon, Kyogre, Mega Evolution. Yeah, we've covered everything. So, yeah, I guess that's about it.
So,
yeah.
I've only got like 20 seconds to record, so I'm just gonna say something finally, and then Caleb or Razor can just finish the video. So, yeah guys, thanks for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We will get back to battles as soon as we can, but now I'll let Razor do the honors and finish the video.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all next time!